Hello, welcome back to the workshop. Today we're going to work, I guess this is some cross between woodworking and mechanical stuff. And as a workshop handyman, we get a little bit of everything. So, customer states nail gun does not shoot. It's a Bostitch, let's see, SB 1850 BN, so it's 18 gauge brad nailer. It's not shooting, so we're going to see if we can figure out why it's not shooting and make sure it's not shooting. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find me a couple of brad nails, some 18 gauge brad nails. I think I've got some around. We'll throw some air to it. Let's see if she's actually broke or what we got to do to get her to run. All right, let's see. We've got a little stack of 18 gauge. I think these should fit in here. So let's see if we can open this up. And we should be able to set those right there. Close that up. And then we're going to not face this at me because I don't know what the status is going to be. So we'll drop me a hose down here. And we're going to try to tip the camera over in this process. Let's try not to do that. We'll set that back up so you can actually see what we're doing here. Maybe we'll set it back a little bit. There we go. Now we can maybe get it. Yeah, hoses and cameras doing it. All right, so we try to shoot this thing. Let's see if she's definitely not shooting. So it sounds to me like the little pin is stuck up in there and not moving. So generally speaking, what we're going to have to do is take the top of this thing off. Let's try that first. It's going to be, looks like it might be a hex or a star. Almost looks like a hex wrench. We're going to take those three little screws off, take that off of there and see what that plunger's looking like. See if it's bent, twisted, distorted, or we may have to take the top off and see what that is. So let's start here. It's don't act like that plunger's coming all the way down. So let me take her apart and I'll get the nails out of there. I don't think I can see. I see a plunger. I don't know if you look down in there, you can see it looks like it's stuck right about there. So let me take this front face off of here. Okay, we've got us a 3mm wrench. We're going to take this thing loose, see if we can get it off of there. Shouldn't have anything fall apart too bad on this one. Most of the time they are not that bad. But hey, I've never tore this particular model down, so hopefully there's no surprises in this one. Sometimes these front covers just kind of pop off, but I don't see this one doing that, so we're going to figure out what it does take to get it apart. Go. And looks like that whole mechanism's coming apart. That goes in there too. It's going to be a little more complex than I was hoping for, but we'll make it. And that is our pin there, and it looks like it's stuck there. Should be up further than that, I do believe. The trail don't look bad. But that's looking like it's still stuck, so I don't think we're going to be able to move that by pushing it. Maybe we will. Nope. So I think we'll end up taking the top half of this off too. So, alrighty. So that's going to be probably the same size Allen wrench. No, it's going to be a size bigger, it looks like. So let's see if it is. Make sure my wrenches have it. And it does. I got this one tight. And this would be a 4mm. Okay, we take that off. Bottom side of that, it's got a little thing. I don't know how well we're seeing this. Hopefully we're getting that captured for you. So that's the cap there. And inside of here, I think I see part of the problem. That thing is crooked. It's been shifted somehow. By some means, that should be sitting flat. So that's probably the problem. We're going to dig in there and see if we can pull that on out and straighten it up. Well, she is solid too. Let's see if we can just grab a hold of it and get it straight. There we go. That's better. That's all there is to a nail gun, really. We can see that's bent where it was twisted over. Don't know how it got that way, but I think we can just pretty much straighten it back up there. Bend that back straight as we can get it. Let me carry it with a pair of pliers here, maybe get that little bit of a bend out of it. That should be good. And then we'll take her and set her back in there. Let's see if we can get her to slide back down into that, lining up the little hole there for it to slide down. There we go. That pushes all the way down. Get that out of the way. And that, you should see, can go. Let's slide this down just a little bit more. You can see the piston is able to push it all the way up and down. And it's moving smoothly, so that's all that should take. Now, I don't know why or how he got it to do the other, but that should be all we need. Let's set this back in place, and we'll put all the front back together. And that's just putting this on and tightening her down again. So let me put all that together and we'll see how she looks. Okay, we've got her all put back together. We'll go ahead and let's see if we can test this thing out, see if we made a correction or not. Reloaded the nails into her, and let's just see how she responds. Looks like she's doing a fine job, as I had anticipated. On this gun here, you do have an adjustment on it, on the front of it. This determines how deep you set your nails, so make sure you set that where you want to, screwing it in and out. Check your manual on it. But other than that, that's really about all. If you run into problems, these newer guns, you shouldn't have anything more than what we had on this one. I don't know how it got bent over like that, but straighten it up. It looks good. The seals are all good. They have little rebuild kits for these, but there's really just a couple of O-rings usually, and a little plastic piece up there sometimes will deteriorate away, but nothing to be intimidated on. They're pretty easy to rebuild, nothing much to them. That should finish off this project, and we'll go on to the next one. And I always appreciate you checking me out. Appreciate you hitting that like, subscribe, and you know, the thumbs up always helps. All that helps the old algorithm and puts me out there where people can find me when they need it. And we'll check with you on our next project. This is the Handyman out for this one. See you soon.